In today's soap, we have sweetgrass fragrance oil, and of all the ones I've tried, this is my favorite. It is from a company in Canada called Sapphire Blue, and others I've found to be too floral. This one is like a real nice, in my opinion, true sweetgrass. Some French green clay, actual sweetgrass from my local First Nations. We traded some tobacco to get this sweetgrass, and I chop it up in fine pieces, and I'm going to rub the larger pieces between my hands to sprinkle on top of the soap. Calendula petal powder and kaolin white clay. So what I'd like to do with this soap, I made it last year and I finally sold the last bar, so I'm going to make some more, is I do about 4 different batters, soap batters, portions, that's the word I'm looking for. 4 different portions of batter, and then I drop swirl them together. So one portion will be the clay, one portion will be the sweetgrass, one will be the petal powder, the other will be this clay. So this will be my piping tip that I use today. It's going to be the 1M. So I want it to be looser piping on top, not the textured rosettes. Friends, I am back now ready with my lye water. This is lye and distilled water, and my oils. This is my blend of vegetable oils. And let's check the temperatures. We have 84.5 on the lye water, 85.9 on the oils. So I like that temperature range. And we'll pour our lye water into the oils and stick blend it up, not over stick blending, just until it's mixed well. I'm going to mix each portion in this separate container. I will make this one the one with the green clay. So here we have raw batter with nothing added to it, batter with white clay, batter with the green clay, batter with calendula powder, and the batter with sweetgrass. Next, we're going to add the fragrance. I'm not going to take too long to just get right to pouring because this fragrance might accelerate on me a bit. So we're just going to mix it in, and the mold is sitting here ready, and I'm going to drop swirl these in to the mold. Fragrance in there, and here, 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 and here. Let's stir this in. It's behaving nicely so far. I will start with the white clay one. That'll be my base, and we're going to drop the others into it. So my day today, this is Friday, but I didn't work today. I have some Fridays off in the summer. But I was busy. Ooh, that is racing. I was busy all day working for my husband's company. I'm just going to stick blend up this green clay one because it's racing up. It looks pretty gross. Looks like cottage cheese. If something kind of separates on you like that, just give it a stick blend and it'll behave again. But then the problem is now I'm thickening it up. That's okay, I'm just going to pour it right in. There we go with that one. This looks good. This one was also ricing. This is the one with the white clay. So, is it a coincidence? I don't know. There we go. So for my husband's company, I take care of the advertising. And he has an auction coming up out in the country. So I decided the best kind of, I do newspapers, posters, signs, sandwich board signs. What else do I do? Facebook. We have a local trading post kind of website that we use. I post on that. Gigi. Well, that's what I do. I take care of the advertising part. Make sure everyone knows about this auction. But we're having one out in the country, so I decided the best kind of advertising for them was actual signs out posted on the range road. That's what the side roads are called in Alberta. So I think in Ontario they're called concession. So it's the same kind of thing, side roads. They're always numbered. Anyway, I had good luck and bad luck. The good luck was the local gossip, Snoop, saw me putting up the signs, and I didn't even notice that he was following me. And then all of a sudden I'm putting up one sign, and his truck pulls up. And so he said, "What are you doing?" And I told him, like, we're having this auction. He was asking me some questions, some personal questions, and I'm not going to give him any personal information. We are confidential about our clients. Anyway, so I answered, professionally. Just kept saying, well, we're having an auction, and that's on this day, please come. And please tell everyone. And so it was really great, because that's the best kind of advertising you can get is the local gossip. Busybody person. And anyhow, that was the good luck. Right after he left, 3 minutes later, I lost my shoe. That was the bad luck. I was putting up that sign, and I had to get good footing to get this sign in right. Just like pounding it into the ground. And underneath, there was tall grasses, and I didn't know that underneath the grass was basically a sinkhole. Huge hole. Never found the bottom of that hole. Anyway, my right leg went down in that hole really deep. And I was like, oh no, I was all alone out in the country. And I thought, oh, I'm going to drown here. I'm going to get sucked into this sinkhole like you hear about in the news. So this is what it looked like in the area I was in. As you can see, there's just no one around. It's very peaceful. So I pulled my leg out quickly and left behind my shoe. Oh no. So then I got the sign done as I thought, okay, just finish what I came here to do. I got the sign in, and then I thought, okay, I'm going to see if I can find my shoe. So I knelt down and put my arm in that hole, and no shoe. I don't know where it is. My husband thinks that on auction day he might see if he can get my shoe out of there. Oh, it's useless now. It's soaking wet. It was a kind of leather sandal type of shoe. Here we go. It wasn't too expensive. I think the pair of shoes were $30. So anyway, something occurred to me then. So I thought, okay, I didn't really know where I was. So I drove the country road looking. I still had to put up 3 more signs at that point. So I found a sock in my car. I have no idea why I had one sock is maybe my guardian angel put it there in the past, knowing that I would need it today. So there was my one sock I put on my right foot. I just had to drive like that, and then had the shoes slipped on my left foot. But then I figured something out. Oh, I forgot to put my heart in. This is all I do. I have white hearts for this soap. Just push it in from above to where I want it, and the batter is fluid enough to form over top, and I won't have any bubbles. But something occurred to me today, because I was driving, and then I came upon the nearest town. I thought, okay, good, I'm in the next town. And it occurred to me, you always see these signs that say no shirt, no shoes, no service. Like, you can't go shopping without shoes on your feet. But then, how do you buy shoes? That was the problem I had today. I needed shoes, but I only had one shoe, so I couldn't go in the stores to buy shoes. Because I wanted to hang up posters in that town, and I didn't know the town well. I found the library, and I looked for a garage sale. I thought, okay, but today's Friday, not Saturday, so the likelihood of me finding a garage sale is not good. I put a little bit of orange in there to finish this one off. So, 2 pieces will have a bit of orange heart showing. So, I just left the town without hanging up any posters, but I finished hanging up the remaining signs with 1 sock and 1 shoe. At least I didn't get sucked into that sinkhole and no one ever knew where I went. You'd see my vehicle there. There were 2 dogs, they would have been the witnesses. But they don't speak English. Okay, so next step, this is the base, and the next step is my white piping. And I'm going to mix that up. I haven't mixed up that batter yet. So I will be back in, half an hour to an hour with the piping. See you then. Day. Now this one will definitely have drag marks, so I am going to cut it on its side and facing towards myself. So to ensure I get a reasonably square cut, I'm having this side hit the end. So that's the 90-degree angle happening there, because this is towards me, because it has these, I put in chamomile butts, and I don't want them to drag through the soap, and you see the cutter hits that end first. So if it were to hit it there, it would drag the bud through the entire soap. So it took me a long time to explain something, but you might be wondering why the piped topping is facing me, not facing away. All right, oh, there we go. Looks very similar to last year's. I like it. It's pretty. It smells really nice. Mostly what this soap is about is the fragrance. And that there's actual genuine real sweetgrass in it. It has a little bit of exfoliating. It's a very natural soap. All the colorants were natural. It's an earthy soap. This began as my gardener's soap. However, customers told me they didn't see it that way. So it was renamed. It was Busy Hands. Now it's Sweetgrass, and I have another soap that is gardener soap. And it's a basil mint fragrance in the gardener soap. So I thought Sweetgrass was a good fragrance for gardener soap. But it's not traditional, I guess. Oh, here's the one with the orange heart. So my piping might not have looked very nice when I was doing it. It's just a loose piping. But you can see when you cut the bars, it works. I just wanted it loose and kind of cloud-like. Here's the end piece. So this is the second loaf that I made off camera. While the piping was setting, the piping batter was setting up to the icing type consistency, I made this second loaf as well. I always like to make at least 2 loaves of soap because the way I see it is I'm dirtying all the dishes. So that's straight there. May as well make more than 1 loaf of soap for the same amount of cleanup time. Especially if you have a fragrance that's a lasting fragrance, and this one is. It doesn't fade. Okay, so very similar to the first loaf. You didn't miss anything. I made this one exactly the same way as the other one. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed. That was a little bit more layered. Hope you enjoyed watching me make my sweetgrass soap. Take care of yourself and those around you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.